Frostblades of Katabasis. Slayer, not Warden, Slayer. That's what you're looking at in the background. It is a day one build diary, so keep that in mind. We'll go through the gear in just a second as well, so you can kind of see where I am at. Otherwise, you can check it out on PoE Ninja. But other than that, welcome back, my frozen fiends. The name is Wolf. And as you can see, indeed, we have some wonderful progression on day one. This is the build that I recommended in my recommendations for League Starter, because I do play my own recommendations, unlike some people. But yes, it's been quite powerful. This build was originally created by Rutu as well as Tai and tested by Tai. And the absolute wonder about this build is that the clear is absolutely wonderful. The explosions are so potent with the pack size being high that the actual instance starts lagging for me. It just kind of freezes, then everything explodes and everything comes back to normal. I'm not sure if that's an issue with the ice explosions, because I've done explosions before, but I've never had lag as a result of explosions, unless the pack size was so obscene that it just kicked me from the server occasionally. So I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe it's just the servers being overworked because everybody is playing, and a lot of people are playing this build as well, so many explosions, I imagine. But yes, it's been quite the powerhouse for farming. It's incredibly strong, very fast as well. The single target I find is a little lacking, but that's just a native issue with frozen blades. If you want more single target over like comfy clear, most likely what you will do is go lightning strike, or specifically Vow lightning strike, right? But I kind of wanted to avoid that. But the gearing will help with the single target. We will in the end have more than enough single target. And I'm also currently still on a 4-link, which you will see in the gearing section, which we probably should talk about because we did get a nice big win. So I'm kind of excited to show you guys the actual progression of my day one character. And here is my little Lich King. For those who are interested, we'll go through the scuffed gear quite quickly. It is day one, but I am playing one of the builds I recommended in my League Start video. I'll put that link in the description box as well. But as you can see right here, level 72 after a day of gaming. We have the White Wind, which is a wonderful piece of equipment, a heat shifter. We got lucky with a nice drop, so I was able to afford this. We have a very simple agate. I am keeping the prefix open in an attempt to craft the mana cost reduction very soon. I also have a very bad ring here. I haven't been able to find anything better, which is depressing in its own right, but I do need it because of the intelligence and the life is nice, but I'm looking to replace it quickly, hopefully with an amethyst, because I need some poison res quickly. We also have a basic, very basic Majestic Blade that I picked up fairly early, and I haven't been able to find anything better as of yet. But yeah, I do want to drop the life so I can get a life mastery, but the triple res is quite lovely, or was quite lovely, now that we have picked up the Taming as well, which is a tremendous amount of all res. This is pretty much one of my, I think, an end game ring at this point. It is too good to give up, so we're definitely going to keep on to that for just a bit. The Southbound is a unique glove that I've never played with, and the hits can only kill frozen enemies with the Culling Slayer ascendancy is very lovely if it works. However, if it doesn't, it feels really bad, so that's going to get better with gear. But other than that, it feels wonderful when it works. I had this pretty early as well. I equipped it when I could, and on top of that, the actual melee experience as a Slayer with Frostblades, not too bad during the campaign. It was quite powerful, even when we did not have any uniques yet. But I imagine that's kind of the general melee experience right now. Melee seems very potent in the campaign. If you have a good weapon, very important. We currently are using the Worm's Molt. I'm using this still because I need the intelligence. I am, however, looking to replace this with maybe a Perseverance. I think that's going to be quite nice. Although the endgame build will not even include that. It will include an Anguish once we get a Relicash, but that's a whole different thing. Because Relicash is, of course, the unique boot that we want. But right now, we are using the Dark Ray Vectors. Just a very cheap, Frenzy Charge, friendly stacking pair of boots. Lovely res, +1 maximum Frenzy Charges. Quite a powerful pair of boots for this build until we get the ultimate Relicash. In terms of flasks, I'm still using my leveling flasks. I haven't even bothered anything with this because I don't have any quality. I don't have any resources really to make this look good. I'm still using a mana flask, sadly, because I do find myself running out of mana, which is why I'm looking to get that craft so we can get rid of the divine mana flask and maybe run, I don't know what we're going to run. Maybe some kind of, Well, I do know what we're going to run. We're going to run the silver flask because I no longer have the axe and the axe node that gives me onslaught. So yeah, we're going to run a silver flask on top of this once we have the craft. That's kind of the plan. This is what I ended up having at the end of day 1. Hopefully your league starts are going swell. I'm having a blast. It is a little interesting though, like the league mechanics that we have seen so far. I have been working on my little city, little King's March, a place to call my own. And the ships have not been... Oh, yeah, the ships have not been kind to me. I still have to wait for 28 minutes for the 2 Oni, so we'll see what happens there. I've sent all my petrified ember into the general direction, so we'll see if we're going to get something good. Hopefully. I've seen people get some really crazy gear already from it. But yeah, the league mechanic's been quite interesting on mapping. I do enjoy occasionally just kind of chilling in this little base right here and just having some fun, setting up some resources and just having, and then, you know, reaping the benefits from that. But yeah, I am looking forward to see this build reach endgame because it looks like it might actually be a hell of a mapper because it blows up so much so quickly already that it lags the actual instance to me. I have never had that, and I've played Forbidden Ride with explosions, and I've never had that much concerns. But with this, I'm just lagging every time the pack size goes up. I don't know what's wrong with it, if it's me or if it's something going on, but, well, things are dying, so that's a good thing. So thank you so much for hanging out. I'm going to continue to do some gaming, and hopefully your drops will be swell, and your continuation even better. Have a good night. Thank you so much for checking it out, and I will see you guys next time.